Zing is sao? Zing zunga. Is zing. I think it's fixed. I think it's fixed now. It's fixed. It's in English now. All right. Do make sure to record it well. All right.
Okay.
Hello, my name is ENPHO. We've traveled all the way to Nepal because we've heard a good news from MBC, or Mars Broadcasting Company, that Nepal has been declared an open defecation-free nation. However, upon surveying Nepal, we found that even today, water sources are contaminated with fecal matter. We further investigated why this was happening and discovered poorly managed sanitation systems as the reason. So today, I'm going to talk about how we can standardize the widely used non-sewer sanitation systems in Nepal.
So, are we just ignoring the houses connected to the sewage sanitation system?
No, that's not the case. Actually, only 11% of households here use the sewer sanitation system, and significant efforts are underway to improve them. However, around 89% of Nepali households use non-sewer sanitation systems, which are in the most problematic situations. Without standardization, it will be impossible to tackle the ongoing water source contamination. Therefore, today we will focus solely on non-sewer sanitation systems.
That's fair. Then let's start with the biogas.
Sounds good. If you have livestock at home, like I do, you can use the biogas containment system, where you can store fecal waste from both human and livestock. The collected waste decomposes inside, producing biogas which can be used to cook food. The remaining sludge exits the biogas chamber and is collected in a pit outside, which can then be used as fertilizer for crops. It's a really efficient system.
But what if someone only has a pit for containment?
Well, if you rely on a simple pit latrine, consider a sulab or twin pit containment system. All you need to do is dig a second pit about a meter away from the first one. The key is to use only one pit at a time. Once the first pit is full, switch to the second one. By the time the second pit fills up, the waste in the first pit will have dried and decomposed into compost, which can be used as fertilizer. This is ideal for rural areas with well-draining soil. However, be sure not to build it near a well or water source.
Tell them about the septic tanks too.
Sure, septic tanks are the most effective containment for non-sewered sanitation systems. 90% of our non-sewered homes on our planet use septic tanks. If you're building a new house in a market area and want a hassle-free containment system, a septic tank is a very practical choice. A septic tank is a watertight container divided into two compartments by a baffle wall. Fecal waste from the toilet flows into the tank and is separated into three layers. Heavier solid particles settle at the bottom as sludge, lighter materials float to the top as scum, and the middle layer of partially treated wastewater is safely discharged to the ground through a soak pit. The sludge collected in the tank needs to be emptied every 2 to 3 years.
But where do we dispose of the remaining sludge after emptying it? We should mention that too, right?
Yes, of course. You can't just throw the collected sludge into a river. It will again lead to water source contamination. The sludge from the septic tank must be safely transported to the nearest fecal sludge treatment plant. The treatment plant processes the sludge and produces treated water, biogas, and fertilizer. If Nepalese could standardize the sanitation system from containment to safe disposal, Nepal could see a significant reduction in fecal contamination in water sources. Nepal has already been declared as an open defecation-free nation, and soon we hope to hear the great news that Nepal is a fecal contamination-free nation too. That would give us a good excuse to visit Nepal again. Namaste.